Would you say that religion serves as a barrier or hindrance for addressing and coping with mental illness?
Religion can be it could be either one, depends on who you're talking to. Religion can be a barrier in that that which is religious may not address the concerns of the people. I look at religion to define it as man reaching up to God. It's what we do. I look at Christianity as God reaching down to man. That's what he does. So when you talk about religion, religion could be applied in a positive sense. Religion could be applied in a negative sense. It depends on who's doing it and how they're applying it. But generally, religion is man trying to do something on his own without God is going to block what God is trying to do. We need to be able to put what God is doing with what we're doing, understanding that it's faith and not my works that's necessarily doing it, but still doing some work towards what God has called me to do. So that's Paul and James, we're really confused about,
right.
Do I do any work or do I not do any work?
Right.
Well, you don't work to get saved, but save always works.
Right. Can you, would you say, can you reach a point where faith and religion does not address the issue?
Where it does not address the issue. I'm not sure. I think that if you have genuine faith in God.
But let me put it another way, where it's not enough. Where it's not enough.
Yeah, I think that's where we are right now. I don't think it's enough because I don't think we are into it at the level of our foreparents. I think we're kind of using it as an aside. In other words, it's nice to have Christianity, along with my job, along with my schooling, but that's a different perspective than this is all I have. That's a completely different perspective. Right. And when you're dealing with our foreparents, so this is all I have, but if I walked into Christianity and it was the center of my life, then I think Bible reading, prayer, certain disciplines, moving towards God holistically would probably heal many mental illnesses. It would help. But there comes a point where there's a point of diminishing returns where there's something that's physical that God may not heal, but there may be a pill for it. Okay, that's right. That's where we now start having the issue because I'm dependent on God.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you're depending on God, that doesn't mean you can't use the resources that are there. We depend upon God, but we don't depend upon God to fill teeth.
Yeah.
So you go to a dentist. Now, I don't tell anybody, but a dentist is a doctor.
Right.
So we're using science, but we don't want to use it over here, but we do want to use it over here.
Right.
And I think that that's problematic in the sense that they can go hand in hand.
Because God made the one available.
He made both. Science is simply man's perspective of God's processes.
Right.
And even though sometimes it's become atheistic, it doesn't mean anything. God is still there whether they want him to be there or not. So I believe they should go hand in hand.